What he's doing?
Ska strikke ut pin. What are we talking about?
I don't know. You told me that I had to talk.
Yeah, it's like you slip a stitch.
So what are we actually doing, Arne?
So now that's how we slip stitches.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Hi everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts Arne and Carlos, and Arne is knitting, or actually purling, and he told me that he needed to purl to the end before he could start. So I'm just going to talk until he finished purling because I'm
finished.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
So what are we talking? What are we talking about?
I don't know. You just said to me that you had to. You told me that I had to talk.
Yeah,
until
because
you finished.
we are showing you a little bit about like how we slip a stitch, because we have some questions. Like sometimes people ask, is it a slipped purlwise or slipped knitwise?
Mm-hmm.
And that we didn't knew about that a few years ago. That was kind of new to us the first time we heard it.
Well, because in Norwegian knitting we always do it.
It's like you slip a stitch.
Yeah, without any questions asked.
If you're on the purl side, say you have to knit 10 stitches. If you purl 10 stitches on back and forth, and it says purl 10, then you would normally slip the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of only one way to slip it, because it feels,
in Norwegian anyway.
It feels normal, or it's better. And also on the knit side, it wouldn't say like slip 1, knit 10. In the old days it was like knit 10.
And then you
And
automatically
people
slip one.
knew that you slipped the first one.
But I think the issue, Arne, is that when we knit the Norwegian way, we have the yarn. It's anchored on our left index finger, and because of the way we purl and the way we knit, we don't have to move the yarn. No. So the yarn is always anchored in the same position. It means that when you knit and you're slipping, or when you purl or you're slipping, there's actually only one way to do it, because your yarn is always in the same position. Also, now, if you knit in other ways, if you thrower. Yeah. If you are knitting and purling when you throw, or if you maybe do the continental with the finger up, where you do your moving like this, then there might be issues that you need to address. So that's the issue that we have, and that's why we usually never explain that in our
and
patterns.
Also some other times, a lot of the slipping, you really don't think about it. That's why I have to knit now, just to go through my head. What are we actually doing?
Okay.
Because sometimes you really don't think about it. So
what are we actually doing, Arne?
So now I'm going to knit these stitches now, and I would slip the first stitch.
Yeah.
Then I would do like I normally do. I grab the yarn like this. I put the yarn over the finger, and if I should slip this one, I would go in from this side.
Yeah.
So that, I guess, will be a slipped knitwise when I do it like that. So I go like this. But then, if I should slip a stitch like in the middle of the knit, I would go this way.
Yeah.
And then I will knit the next one.
Okay.
Because now you see, when you go in and slip it like this, you're actually moving one stitch from one needle to the other. So you're not changing the direction.
You're not twisting them.
No.
Yeah.
So say if you slip what's called knitwise, you will go in and do this. Then you have changed the direction. So if I put this back now, say I have knitted back, like if I knit on the round, and I have to come back and knit again now. Let me see. Just fake it, take the yarn again from there. And if I was knitting on the round and I came back on the second round and I had slipped the stitch that way, then I changed the direction. You see, this one was slipped knitwise, so when I knit it now, I twist it even more. You see, now it's twisted.
Yeah.
So that's why I will slip it like I just move a stitch from one needle to the other. I don't know if it has if it means much if you twist the stitch, I don't know, but it just doesn't feel right when you're like in the middle of the knitting. So now I have to knit this like twist it up out again. But if I should twist, it feels more natural to do this. So that will also be called purlwise, I think, in English speaking. So let's go over to the purl. So,
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. But I remember once there was a lady who did purl by putting the yarn in front.
Yeah.
And
There's some people who do that.
yeah,
actually.
but the way she did it was the stitch came out twisted. So all the stitches was twisted. I don't know what happened, but this is the way we do it. So now for the purl side, you see the yarn is like lying on this side, so it doesn't feel natural to do this. And it's also harder. Then you have to go like this to get the stitch, or you could go this, and it doesn't feel right. And you will also lock the side stitches if you do like this. So when the yarn is hanging like this, it feels more natural to place it like that. So you get the yarn in between the stitches, and then you purl. And I really don't know what to call it, or it's just a feeling. When you pick from the finger, it's kind of, it feels right.
Like a feeling.
Yeah. And now if I have to slip a purl in the middle of the knit, I would do the same. Go in from the back and move the stitch from one needle to the other without changing the direction of the stitch.
Yeah.
And then, like when we did the brioche videos, like if I have to slip with yarn over, a purl stitch slipped with yarn over, it's the same. You go in from the back, and which is called purlwise, and you just move it over.
Moose, 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 moose.
And then I can show you on the other side again.
Elgvis is back.
Elgvis is back.
Oh yeah.
So when you knit, especially when you knit on the round, you will just move the stitch from one needle to the other, because that is to slip a stitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of activity going on outside, huh?
Yeah, there's probably Elgvis again.
Elgvis, and maybe Elgvira has joined as well.
Elgvira.
The other one.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Helmer.
So now I do
Hi, Helmer.
now I do the slip and knit stitch. If I slip a knit stitch with yarn over, like you did on the brioche, you go under and you go purlwise again.
Very nice.
But it's a knit. So that's how we slip stitches, and that's why sometimes it's a bit confusing when we have to say it's purlwise or knitwise, because it's always slipping.
I don't know if this video made any sense, but
No, but maybe. And you can slow it down, then you will see what I did. But it's very important when you slip the first stitch, even if you're on the knit side or the purlwise, that you slip the stitch so you don't block the side stitches.
okay.
Because if you make a scarf, you want to have nice stitches on the edges, and if you block the stitches on the edge, you will have a very bad edge.
Okay,
Okay.
I think we've got company. Somebody's coming. It
Okay.
sounds like we have a
I think we
visitor.
should stop. There's nothing more to say about the slip stitch now.
Okay,
Okay.
so,
So if it
about some
doesn't,
formalities.
if you like our videos, put your thumbs up, and oh my god, Helmer!
Freya! Oh, come on.
People are coming.
Yes, we've got visitors coming, so we're just going to have to finish this quickly. Give us a like if you like the episode, some engagement, some comments would be really cool. Turn on your notifications, because by clicking on the bell, then you'll never miss an episode. And please subscribe to our channel. It's a lot of fun. You can get loads of patterns on our website at arnecarlos.com, so make sure to go there.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again next time. And now, Arne, I think we need to go and answer the door, because
Yes.
there's definitely somebody out there. Thank you so much for watching, and
See you
we will
next
see you
time.
again next time. Bye.
Okay, come, Carl.
Okay, we're out of here. Who's coming?
Who's coming?
Huh? There is some coming. Come on, let's go.